Welcome. It's a pleasure to be here. And first, I want to thank all of you for attending. I know from a creative standpoint, there's lots of obstacles that you have to overcome through your organizations, your programs, your companies, to make sure you have the right funding to attend such events and other loopholes that you got to get to. So the effort that you guys have put forward to being here is truly exciting and very, very well respected from us at AIGA and the speakers here as well. So thank you for that. I want to go through a couple of, who am I? Assuming that you already know, but I'm Dontrese Brown, and I am the co-chair of the in-house initiative for AIGA National. And I do a little bit of some consulting on the side with my own creative branding marketing strategy business in Richmond, Virginia. I've been in-house all my life, working for companies such as TJX, Victorinox Swiss Army, and most recently Capital One, leading in-house teams and developing in-house teams and really providing a platform for us to be integral parts of the business and not just a service. Okay, and I'm sure you guys have been in that realm where you're just looked at as a service. My goal is to make sure that we are true partners within the business. So that's about me. So there's a couple of housekeeping things that I want to talk about. Make sure that you're tweeting and you're commenting on social media, those types of things. Really get out there and talk about your experiences. This is for you, point blank, okay? And I've talked to all of the speakers here today about that. It's not about us. So when it comes time for Q&A, it's your opportunity to get something out of this conference that you came here for. So don't be afraid to ask questions, because the person sitting next to you is probably afraid to ask the same question. All right? Come out of here informed, ready to go into next week with some tools to get to work. I've asked my speakers to not only inspire you and motivate you by connecting with each other, but also to give you some takeaways so that when you leave here, you have a notebook full of stuff that you can put into practice right now. That's why you're here. One question I got early on this morning was, why did I choose this group of speakers? If I could just ask the speakers just to stand up and just wave at you real quick, if you don't mind. I chose this group of speakers because, one, they are industry leaders. They are influencers, they are game changers, and they're smart as shit. And they were sitting in the seats that you're sitting in right now. I sat in those seats. I wanted a great brand of diversity so that hopefully we can touch on a lot of different aspects within your own lives, within your own careers. And I'm inspired by these folks, because they do really good stuff. And you'll hear them talk about empathy. You'll hear them talk about racial inequality. You'll hear them talk about managing a bunch of projects, a bunch of products at one time, and trying to get all of that done under a big brand name. And you'll hear the new wave of design and reaching out to the community and asking for their input as they go through rebranding strategies within their organizations. So there's a diverse group here of topics. And if you listen carefully, you'll see how they connect. That's what we're trying to do here. Through our skill as designers, we're trying to connect with each other, with our business partners, within society, so that we can change the world. You understand how serious that is? Like, each of you sitting in those seats have an opportunity within your skills to change the world. How awesome is that? Right? So in speaking of connections and partnerships, we have to give acknowledgement to the group TCG that have done a great job in partnering with us, giving us great advice and insight, really providing a platform to inform you guys with statistics, data, research. They bring that to us so that we can share that with you guys. It's been a tremendous partnership. And with that, I'd like to bring up Diane Domeyer, who's the Executive Director at TCG, to say a couple of words for you.
So I'm going to stand at the podium. I'm not typically a podium speaker. But what I'll tell you is I'm super excited to be here today. Hi, I'm the Executive Director for the Creative Group. My name's Diane Domeyer. As we were sitting here, I have to give a shout out to our support crew here who played some great walk-in music. And Dontrese and I were singing along to It's a Lovely Day by Bill Withers. And what I'm here to tell you, it is a lovely day to be in-house. And not just because you're in the in-house symposium, but I will tell you, it is a lovely day to be in-house. So one of the roles that we play, in addition to our partnership with AIGA as a originating founding sponsor of the initiative, is that we believe in the power of connections, and that is the business that we are in at the Creative Group. So the conference theme is Connect, and we connect creative professionals with companies looking to hire in marketing, creative, and digital. So we have a unique perspective because we work with thousands of hiring managers and creative professionals in North America, the vast majority of which are in-house. And so we are thrilled to be able to sponsor and provide support to the initiative as well as research. And what I would say is it relates to being a lovely day to be in-house. We see with our clients everywhere, top clients, whether they're Fortune 500 to smaller corporations or startups, that the confluence of creative and marketing and technology has never created as many opportunities and, frankly, demand for your skill set as is happening right now. So John Lasseter said that the art challenges the technology and the technology inspires the art. When we think about the importance of empathy and collaboration and the ability to bring together not only in-house design, but the customer experience with marketing and the connections with technology, there's great opportunity, but therein also lies tremendous challenge for collaboration. So I want to share with you just in the few minutes that I have a little bit of the research that we did in conjunction with AIGA this year and what we're seeing as it relates to the career landscape for creative professionals. So you're probably aware unemployment is at the lowest that it's been in 17 years. Last month, the unemployment rate in North America was 4.2%. Certain parts of the country are significantly lower than that. For designers, it is 3.7%. So we have this situation where there's profound change happening in the world of design and the world in marketing, and there's incredible demand and low unemployment. And because of this change, what we're seeing is that compensation is on the rise. So you hear a lot about lack of wage growth, but what I can tell you, and we published a salary guide, that for the most in-demand creative skills, compensation is going up faster than the average in North America. So that is really good news. So compensation is on the rise, and companies are struggling to retain talent, right? So we've got this profound change. There's a huge demand for in-house designers. There is a shortage of talent. And as a matter of fact, in a recent study by our parent company, Robert Half, 1/3 of employees we surveyed said that they were thinking of making a change in the next 6 months. So if you're a manager in-house, you're worried about attracting talent, retaining talent, and doing great work, right? So you have to do great work. We have to innovate, but we also have to be able to retain talent. So in terms of getting the work done, 70%, this is a survey that we did just this year with AIGA, and it'll be coming out unique to in-house designers. We call it Step Up Your Digital Game. But it's research specific for the in-house community. 70% of those that we surveyed said that their teams are understaffed, and yet a desire to innovate. That's challenge number one. 71% said it's difficult to find the skills that they're looking for, right? And so, or staff that have the skills. So take a look at some of the top areas that are in demand according to our surveys, but this is also through the hiring that we do across the country. What we see is some of the most important skill sets and those that are lacking. This is where you see the profound change in our business, the importance of data science, web and UX design, content strategy, SEO, SEM. Nothing new to anyone in this room, but more and more organizations are looking for those skill sets. So we're thrilled to sponsor this event. You've got a panel of outstanding, inspirational experts here. We can be a resource to you. We are in the foyer. If you want a copy of our salary guide, we just released the 2018 salary guide. So we have copies of that there. And we want to know about your career journey. Please map your career journey on our display, which was done in partnership with AIGA as well as McFadden and Thorpe, because it is a lovely day to be in-house. So thanks for having us, and we're thrilled to be a part of today's conference. So.